Assalamu alaikum. Hi, how is everybody? Today I am in a good mood, so I thought about why not make a video for my subscribers. So today the subject or the topic that we are going to talk about is the narcissist will make you homeless. Homeless on the streets. So one time I became homeless because of narcissistic abuse. If narcissism was not in my life, I don't think I would become a homeless person. So, like, I was living in America, I was living my life in America, and my wife, my ex narcissistic wife, was in Ethiopia. So I was working, paying all of my bills and sending her money so she can pay all of her bills too. And I was helping out some family members, one only, and some other ones, not every month, but I was doing what I can. So, like, if you put together the whole time I lived with my narcissistic wife physically, we never even lived together for 2 years, I think. I lived with her for more than a year, more than even 1 year and a half, but not 2 years, but almost 2 years. Most of the time when we were in relationship, we get married, then she got pregnant, then the pregnancy gets messed up when it was like 2 months, and we took her to the hospital so that she can get cleaned up from that. Then she get pregnant. Then she was 7 months pregnant, and I was in the process of coming to America. So I found my process was done, and I was good to go to America. We were living in Ethiopia. So I left her when she was 7 months pregnant with my family. So, and I came to America. So after 1 month and a half, probably she was like 7 months and a half. So when I was in America for 1 month and a half, and she get the baby delivered. So, like, if you put the whole time I lived with my narcissist wife, it is almost 2 years. So how she abused me was like when like a narcissist would never support you. It is like I was living in America, I was sending her money so she can live a good life. I wanted even to bring her to America. Then when I start looking at her issues, everyday argument, everyday this, then I change my mind. But anyway, like a lot of people that is in other countries, when their family sends them money and stuff, they support you emotionally, they show you love, appreciation, a lot of things. But I wasn't getting that. She was wasting my money, asking me for more money, confusing me, driving me crazy, and in all of that issue, I have to keep a full-time job down. So I have to keep a job and deal with her narcissism, and that was too hard for me. So one day I became homeless, and I used to work, and I was doing good even though I wasn't working in office. When I say I used to work, some people are going to think I have a big job or stuff. When I came here in America as an immigrant, I do jobs like housekeeping and dishwasher and janitor and cashier, laundry, dishwasher, stuff like that. I have never done a big job. First of all, I don't have the education. I have never been to college. I have never been to university. And I just learned like grade 1, grade 2, things like that. Okay? I just learned how to read and write. And I used to do small jobs, but even small jobs, when you do full-time job and you do overtime as much as you can, you will make the type of money where you can pay all of your bills and help out your family. So I was a good worker most of the time. I don't get late. I don't call sick. I was running like a machine, working every day. But after that, this narcissist woman was abusing me, abusing me, abusing me. Then when at the end she break me. I was defeated. And one day I was in this street, and the street was full of trash. It's like plastic bags, dirt. It's like trash, trash, everywhere trash, and so many, many, many homeless people on the street. And I was on the sidewalk, sitting there in trash and so many homeless people. It is so dirty, it smells bad, and it's not safe because some of those homeless people are violent. There can be so much violence in homelessness. And I start looking around. I couldn't even believe that I find myself there, because if I work in a place, one time I worked this place that they have like 500 employees. I am sure, like if they look at all of the employees, I was in the 100 top 10, on the first 100 top 10 employees. If I work in a place, I was a top 10 employee. Top 10 employee, top 5 employee, top 3 employee. I was an employee that works hard, that is fast, that is serious. And I loved working. I was hardworking. Now, after years of narcissistic abuse, I have lost all of that. I am lazy. I am even diagnosed with depression. I will make a video about my depression and what depression is. So everywhere I work, like even when I work at a place that 500 employees there are, maybe I was the top 100, then there's 400 people here. I can't put in the top 10 because 500 people is too much. But even in the 500, I would be the top 100 people. I was always one of the most hardworking, one of the most serious employees for everywhere I work. And the day I found myself in a street where there is so many homeless people, so much trash, I was shocked. I was like, who really messed me up like this? The narcissist really messed me up, destroyed me. And I was like, do I even deserve to be in a place like this after working that hard? Because I get to a point where I lost my job and I lost my, America, we live in a country where the system is built in a way that you have to live from check to check. The system is built that way. You can't win. You can't take a break from work. So for a few months, my savings, I was paying rent, I was paying this, I was paying that. Then after that, I lost my apartment, I lost my furnitures, I lost everything, and I was on a street. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I became homeless several times in America. And I lived only 10 years in America. And I have become homeless several times. But all that time was time where I was connected to my narcissist marriage and relationship. If I am married to somebody and that person becomes a homeless in a foreign country, I can't even sleep. I would lose sleep because of that. But my narcissist wife, me being homeless in a country that is not my country, in a foreign country, she was completely okay with that. Basically, when I was homeless or when I was being attacked by people that I don't know, because that's what happens when you are homeless, it's not safe out there on the streets. My wife, when I tell her that I get attacked and I am homeless and I lost my job and I lost my apartment, I can feel it. She would be at peace. Like that relaxes her. That gives her happiness. It is like, really? It is crazy. So there was a time that I was at this job and my coworkers, I will explain all of this in another video. But there was a time that I was going to be murdered at work because some of my coworkers hated me to death. And when I told my wife that I was going to be murdered, I told her that, then I called her after like 20 hours or 10 hours, and she was in a celebration mood. She was happy, she was at peace, she was feeling this satisfaction, enjoyment. I can feel it through the phone. I can feel her energy. She was celebrating that I was going to be murdered at work. These people, there's something wrong with them. So, it is crazy. It is crazy. And when people are in foreign countries because of economic issues or refugee or this and that, and they are helping their family, or because your wife and your children is your family. So, yeah, your wife is your family, even though you can't get divorced. If you have children, yeah, that is your family. So when you call your family and you sending them money, most people, what they do is that they show you love, appreciation, they support you emotionally through the phone. But my wife, she would say things that would upset me. She would say things that would drive me crazy. And she would make me feel like I am not enough. Like if I send them money, she would complain about how the money is not enough and this, even though I know that it's enough, but she wants money to waste. And it's like, it was a really very, very crazy experience. The other thing, oh, I don't like doing this finger thing, but I can't help myself because I know who do it and I don't agree with him on anything basically. So let me tell you, and I just write my thoughts on a paper so I can talk in an organized way because I don't want to be all over the place. I just want to focus on something, talk about that, finish the video. So the other thing that I want to talk about is that when I became homeless, I start finding out and discovering a lot of information that I didn't know about America because I'm not from America. I'm here in America for 11 years. I am a mixed race biracial person that came from Africa. I was born and raised in Somalia and Ethiopia between. And I was 23 years old when I came to America. So when I became homeless, I know there some of you, even Americans or people like me who lived in America longer than me, or some Americans, they don't know about when you become homeless, about homeless shelter and stuff like that. So when I became homeless, one of the things that I learned in homeless shelter was, first, when you go to the bathroom and you want to wash your face or you want to brush your teeth and you live in that homeless shelter, some homeless shelters I have seen, like the mirror, there is no mirror. It is metal, because there is so many angry people in the homeless shelter because of their life issues. They will take their anger on the mirror and punch the mirror and break it or something. I have never seen them do that. But when I thought about, like, why is the mirror not a mirror? Why is it metal? Like when you go to the bathroom washing your face and brushing your teeth, what you will be looking at, like I was in a homeless shelter in Las Vegas, it was metal. And that was crazy to me. Like when you become homeless, I have never been to a prison, but when you become homeless and when you go to prison, it's completely a different. You will. Some people, their spirits gets broken so deeply that they don't come back from this prison or homelessness or something, because the system that's built for homeless people, it can be tough. And the other thing is that one time I was homeless in Montana, and one time I was homeless in Las Vegas. And I have been to like 5 or 7 homeless shelters, or maybe even 8. You can't even say 10. Yeah, just say 10 homeless shelters. I am a person who have seen so many things, and I have been to so many different homeless shelters and stuff. One other thing that is not good, I don't know if they do this if you are a woman, but if you are a man and you become homeless and you go to the homeless shelter, when you take shower, it is just like prison. It is a big room, and the showers are there, boom, 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 on the sides, on both sides. And you are going to see all the men that's taking the shower naked, and they're going to see you too. It's crazy. And the other things, that there are some people come in there with their like t-shirt and short pants, and they take shower, or maybe they just take shower on their short pants. It is crazy. Most people, they take all of their clothes off. Me, I used to take all of my clothes off because I don't want to be like, I don't want the other people to call me, oh, he's shy or something, because that's what they're gonna. And if they see you are shy or something, they might start even bullying you or something. I don't think that there is raping in homeless shelter, because it is not as big as prison, and the people are not as miserable. Maybe they're miserable, believe me, but I think if you go to prison, it's gonna get more miserable. That's why they rape each other and stuff, I think. But in homeless shelter, it's a smaller. There is bodyguards, sometimes security working in there, so you will probably not be raped. Sorry about that. Somebody was calling me. I'm probably going to call them back. And so let me finish this video. So when you are in a homeless shelter, and if you are a man, it's big. You are gonna be taking shower with 10 men or 20 men. You're gonna be seeing everybody naked, Everybody is going to be able to see your ass and your penis. I'm going to say it. And it's, you can't like me, when I take shower, I don't even take shower for the rest of my body. I just take shower to wash my this armpit, and I want to wash my penis and my ass. That's it. Sorry. But in homeless shelter, you can't even take a good shower, because if you start washing down there and get like serious, and you're gonna, people are gonna be like, what? You just have to go there and let the water wash your body down, and you can be touch yourself a little bit, like like this, and you have to get out, because that's the deal. You can take a serious shower in front of 20 or 15 people. And I have seen this in 3 homeless shelters. Like, everybody is looking at each other, everybody is taking shower. Everybody's gonna look at you. You are gonna be seeing things that you don't want to see, or maybe you want to see. I don't know. That's your business. But I would rather, as a person, I am all about privacy. I want to have, I don't even, right now I live in an apartment. I don't have roommate, and I don't want to have roommate. I have roommated several times in my life, but I don't even like having roommate, let alone a life like that. Life like that is not for me. I don't even like having roommate. I like my bathroom to be only mine, my kitchen to be only mine, my living room, my bedroom. I want privacy. I want peace. I want to enjoy my life. But if you want to enjoy your life, don't become homeless, because that is the deal. You'll be taking shower for 20 men. That is like, that was mind blowing to me. Some people, they never come back from this. It's so bad. It is so bad. And there is no other place that you can take shower if you are homeless. And there are homeless shelters, other homeless shelters that I have seen, that they have 3 showers, and every shower is like a room. And it's not even like a room. They just have curtain. So they just pull the curtain and nobody looks at you. Even though there's a man in line here waiting for the shower. So if 3 people are taking shower, you can't be in the shower for too long. You have to be quick. You have to take a quick shower, because there is people waiting in line. You have to take a quick shower and get out. But even that, when you're taking your short pant and you're taking everything off and you are naked, yeah, there's some people that's going to see you. Not that they want to see you, but that's just what's going on. The process is like that's the lifestyle of homelessness. So that is a terrible deal. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is that when I was homeless in Las Vegas, like, if you are homeless like in big cities, it's better to be homeless in, not even in a city, in small towns. Being homeless in cities, it's not good. Big city, medium city, there is no small city. So big city, medium city, whatever. Las Vegas is a big city, very big. So if you are homeless, the other thing that I find out about homelessness in Las Vegas is that I used to go to the library, sometimes to apply for a job, sometimes to watch music. And when I sit, like when I get out of the library and I sit outside, securities or police or somebody would come and tell me that I can't sit there. It was mind blowing to me. There was, and I would go walking all over the city, and I find out there is so many places that homeless people can't sit. You can sit there for a while, but a police or a security will come and tell you to get up because it is not for sitting around. So where people go to sit is in the library. Most of the time, as a normal person who is not homeless, when I am not homeless and I go to the library, you can't even enjoy the library, even smells because there's so many homeless people, and that's the only way, the only place that they can go to, you know. And it was crazy. Like, I just find out, like, when you become homeless, like in a city like Las Vegas, there's a lot of places that you can't just sit. One night I was going to sleep on this buses, the city buses, this bus stop, and there was this man cleaning the bus stops. He came and he said, if the bus comes and see you sleeping here, they're gonna call security on you. So if you are in a big city, like, there is so many places that homeless people can't be. And I can't blame some on some places. In some places I can. It's like there was times that I even tried to sleep in a bus, and they wake me up and tell me to get out the bus. And they are not wrong for that, but it's a horrible life to become homeless. And when you become homeless because of a narcissist, the blame is on the narcissist, because if they were not in your life, you would be living a good life. But they destroyed you and put you in this type of lifestyle. So, yeah, there's so many places, like so many places that homeless people can't sit. Even if you not even sleep, if you sit on a where the people wait for a bus, you can wait there for a bus, but you can't sit there all day long. There will be like the bus driver will see you, he will report it to the police, security will come there to get you up. I didn't know that this type of system existed. And in big cities, homeless people are bullied by the government, by the police, by the security. Security will come and tell you to get up, get up, get up, get up. And you will be like, I belong to this world. I can't sit anywhere. What is the deal? So being homeless in big cities is not good. If you are going to be homeless and you are in a situation where you have to become homeless, just if you have money to take a bus and be homeless in a town, a small town, and make sure before you go to the town that that town have homeless shelter, because some towns, they are too small to the point that they don't even have a homeless shelter. So if you go to a town, make sure that they have a homeless shelter, because when you live in a homeless shelter where they that's in a town, there isn't a lot of people homeless in a town. So when you go to a homeless shelter like that, there's few people in the homeless shelter. It will be a place like you can live until you get your life together. But if you are in a big city, the homeless shelters in big cities, there's hundreds of people living in each homeless shelter. Some of them maybe even 1,000, 2,000, if it's a big homeless shelter. So there was this night when I was in Las Vegas and I was homeless in Las Vegas. There was this night I was sleeping on a bridge, not under a bridge, on the bridge. And there was no cars and stuff. It was a bridge only for people that are walking. And I was sleeping and I would see this helicopter going around, and the helicopter, it was there to see where homeless people are sleeping. And when the helicopter see where homeless people are sleeping, they would call the police and the police would come. So when the helicopter sees me, I was sleeping on the bridge, they call the police, and police came there to the place I was sleeping and told me I can't sleep there and I have to go to the homeless shelter. So in big cities, they even hunt homeless people everywhere, because the government, they want you to work 9 to 5 and pay them taxes, probably. So being homeless in big cities is not a good it's not a good decision. If you're going to be homeless, go to a small town. So I didn't even know, like, they were hunting for homeless people, like with a helicopter at night. And if they see you sleeping somewhere, they will call the police on you and stuff. I didn't know all of that. Even though I know something, I was watching this movie called um, Alaska Daily News or something, Alaska Daily, and it's on Hulu, and it's a new movie. And I was watching, it's a TV show. I was watching that, and in the TV show, there was a time that this girl was lost, and the police have to look for her, and the news, they have to ask how much money the police is spending on looking for this lost girl. Then the police people who control the police was saying for an helicopter to be up there doing a job 1 hour, that helicopter gets the helicopter and the people who are operating it, the people who are working, the government spends $14,000 for a helicopter to be up there and doing stuff for 1 hour. And some people, that's what they make the entire year. Like some people, like when I was working different jobs, some jobs that I was working at, that's what I make the entire year. Like I might make $14,000 the entire year. For an helicopter to be up there and do some job with some men in it, that costs us $14,000 an hour. I was like, the government is messed up. They thinking in a messed up, twisted way. I mean, like instead of hunting homeless people with helicopter, why not build cheap apartments and help people for a few months with rent or something and give them jobs and open job source offices and stuff. Yes, they do, but it's like you need a better thing to put together. So so when I became homeless, this was something new that I have to learn. Like I just have to learn that the police, they will harass you. They won't even let you be homeless. They will be harassing you around, bullying you around. Everywhere you sit, they will tell you to get up, get up, get up, get up. So I didn't know that homeless people get bullied and harassed all day long in big cities by the police and the government. I just didn't know about this. And it was something new that I have to learn after I became homeless. So I will make part two, part three. This is going to be a long series about my homelessness experience and narcissism. So be you be wait for the part two. Thank you.